Greetings, dear citizens of Mexico. On this beautiful afternoon, I'm giving the most important announcement. As you may know, we have to evacuate the planet. Please do not get scared or nervous. We have a plan in a few years, but since today, we start to make action.
How are we going to procreate and create new life in Mars? First of all, according to an article of NASA, January 16, 2022, NASA's MRO finds water flow on Mars longer than previously thought. Mars once ripped with rivers and ponds billions of years ago, providing a potential habitat for microbial life. As the planet's atmosphere thinned over time, that water evaporated, leaving the frozen deserts where that NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter studies today.
Mars is one of our best options to save humanity, but not everyone will survive, as some chosen people could go in the spaceship. That will include scientists, machines, doctors, and important people. The reason of this is that we are carrying different animal species. Not all humanity can fit into any spaceships.
One of the reasons we have to go to Mars is for a technological revolution. It's often said that in space exploration is highly profitable investment since it depends it costs, and it's driven the development of revolutionary technologies that had changed the world as we know has been in the technology transfer that has brought us solar panels, CT scanners, suits for firefighters, new phosphorus, GPS, satellite telephony, water purification systems, and even telemedicine that allows emergency health care to be brought to geographically isolated populations. I know you're having questions, but there's some questions that we can be answering.
First of all, our scientists have discovered Mars is the most accessible planet in the solar system. Exploring Mars may possibly answer origin and evolution of life questions. Mars could someday be a destination for the survival of humankind. There is possibility of discovering new life that could impact life on Earth.
How did exploration to Mars begin? Space exploration of Mars began in the context of space race between the United States and the Soviet Union during the Cold War period. Interest in Mars and the possibility that it harbored life date back in 1977 when the Italian astronomer Giovanni Schiaparelli claimed to have seen canals all over the planet.
We have to go to another planet because it's going to be way better for us. At this point, there's a population overgrowth. So in a few years, this could detonate overpopulation, which could worsen numerous environmental, social factors such as pollution, malnutrition, overcrowded living conditions, and lacking of health care, which makes a lacking of communities vulnerable to infectious diseases. We're actually having a disease outbreak, which is coming really powerfully and could be a problem for the whole planet. It's new, so we don't have a lot of information, but we hope you stay safe.
How was the first mission to Mars? In fact, some scientists even speak of the demon of Mars, an imaginary force that sabotages ships traveling to the red planet. While functioning ships can have revealed a world of wonders significantly similar to and exotically different from Earth. The first successful mission to Mars, Mariner 4, was launched by NASA on November 28, 1964. It passed within 1,620 miles of Mars and returned 22 photos just as planned.
How far is Mars from Earth? The minimum distance from Earth to Mars is about 33.9 million miles, 54.6 million kilometers.
Musk is very active on social network that could cost less than $100,000 or could go down to $100,000. And depending on the volume of demand of those people who wanted to travel in the red planet, we have the price of the ticket low enough for most people can come and in advanced economies can sell their home in Earth and move to Mars if they want.
How long will it take humans to get to Mars? According to NASA, a one-way trip to Mars would take about 9 months. If we wanted to make it a round trip, all in all, it would take about 21 months, as you will need to wait about 3 months on Mars to make sure Earth and Mars are in a suitable location to make the trip back home. It takes the Earth 1 year to orbit the Sun, and it takes Mars about 1.9 years, say 2 years for easy calculation, to orbit the Sun. So it takes 9 months to get to Mars. It is possible to get to Mars in less time, but this will require you to burn your rocket engines longer using more fuel.
The salt minerals were first discovered 40 years ago by NASA's Mars Odyssey orbiter, which launched in 2001, MRO, which has higher results instruments than Odyssey launched in 2005 and has been studying the salts among many other features of Mars. Our plan to create new life is bringing some of animal species and also bringing some of fauna and flora to see how it reacts to other planets. We start to cultivate and actually it adapts pretty good. We have some of corn pops and carrot crops. About the animals, we saw that the cold one didn't adapt it that much, but we're trying to do something about it.